Hi there. This is for Art 1 as an ink warm-up. And what you're going to do, you can probably tell already, is you're going to try to replicate these patterns and textures right over here. And we gave you a little head start as well. With some of these patterns and textures, you will need to get things planned out with a pencil first. Other times you can just start inking. Um, this part right in here, and I'll just kind of talk about a few, you can see the zigzag lines that are already starting. So this is something to plan out with a pencil first, I think. I wouldn't do these in ink first just because if you make a little mistake, it's going to be obvious. So if you mess one of those lines up, you can erase it and fix it up again. These other ones, yeah, I think you can just start inking those. This little swirl, all it is just a dot, and just kind of go around it and around it and around it and stop on the one that's there. And just anywhere you want to get a dot, round, round, and you can even imagine it going through and then let it just retouch its own line. This one's even skinnier, the one that was pre-printed. And you can see they're done with one single line, as opposed to these swirls, which are the exact same. It's just that they were done with a thicker line. So it's like you just have to kind of go back over it again, and you want that line to get a little bit thicker. It'll have a darker feel to it, and that's one thing you want to get used to, is making some areas just kind of feel darker and some lighter. So some can be a little bit smaller, like tighter, like this one. Just let it stop in there somewhere. And other ones can be a little bit more open and loose, like that one. Here we have some like zebra stripes, and you can plan this out in pencil if you want to, or if you feel okay about it, you can just start making these little wavy lines that have a little tip to them and start coloring them in. Okay, some are a little longer and some are a little shorter. You can see how this one, it looks like this one right here would be the one filled in. And what you want to do is make sure to be as clean and precise as possible. So on this top stripe, it's every other section that's filled in black. And then, like a checkerboard, this one in between gets filled in with just a few parallel lines, go all the way to the edge. And then you continue on that. And the rest of these, it's the same idea. You're just going to try to replicate it as much as possible. Really try to get the feel of it exactly if you can. If you're not sure, get a piece of scratch paper and just practice a little bit. Like for instance, this one, all it is just some parallel lines, and you start on that corner, you go to this corner, you do several, you go up to the next corner, and you do several, and then when you just start working your way around, you just fill it in. And if you need help during class, I'd be happy to help you with any of these. And obviously the goal is to have it kind of look like that, where this one over here is very much like this one. Not every single tiny little line, but just the look of them are very, very close. All right, that's all there is to that. We'll talk about it more in class.